Here I am going to start a very new chapter. The name of the chapter is Colonization in the Maharashtra. In the last chapter, what we have seen that how the European countries have captured how the how the European nation has captured the India, and before that we have seen the European colonization. The European people have make a colonization which continent. And the first chapter, as you know, the Renaissance period we have seen. So the first chapter we will focus on colonism and the Marathas. Okay, so colonism means what? Colonism means British, French people, Dutch people, Portuguese people, Afghan people, Siddhi people against Maharashtra. How the Marathi people, how the Maratha Empire, which means the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, had fought with them. Okay, how the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had fought with them. We are going to learn that. Okay, so in the last chapter, we had we learn about the spread of colonialism in India. Okay, in the last chapter, what we have learned about the spread of colonialism in India. Clear? How the colonialism are spreaded in India in the last chapter. Clear? and uh, and in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had so in the last chapter what we have seen how this how this colonialism in India are spreaded, like French people how they have spreaded. Okay, and in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had foreseen the ulterior motives of these foreigners and their ways of infiltration. So when we talk about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, he was the one of the warrior who were fighting for the sake of the people of India. Okay, and he built up strategies to arrest their advances in India. What it means? So he had a certain strategies to block the foreigner people in India, because foreigners are very smart. They are implementing their strategies how they can control the India, how they can control the India. The immediate measure taken by him in this direction included the creation of a strong naval force and construction of sea forts. Okay, so whatever immediate measure he had taken by him in this direction, okay, whatever measure the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had taken in this direction, it could be the it could be the direction of how he created the strong navy against them, and how he constructed the sea forts, how he created the navy, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and forts against the colonialism. Okay, and he levied octroi on British salt, British salt trade as a measure to protect the local salt trade. Okay, so he had fighted against the salt, also local salt trade. The Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj adopted a very strong policy against the European colonizer. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj adopted a very strong policy against whom? Against the European colonizer. European colonies, they have made a very strong policy against them, and later the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also fiercely fought the Portuguese. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has also fought fought the Portuguese. Okay, and then later the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has fought with them, and later the Chimajippa, brother of Bajirao Peshwa, later the Chimajippa, brother of Bajirao Peshwa, defeated the Portuguese at Vasai, and the Marathas were the only Indians rulers to adopt to policy resistance against the European colonizer. Clear? Like this. So in short, we are going to learn that how the Chhatrapati had how the Chhatrapati had understand the strategy of the foreigner people, and how he blocked their strategy, and how he fighted them, how he uh, given the tough times to the foreign people. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn that one by one. Like for example, we will understand how the Maratha people have fight with the Portuguese people, how the Maratha people fight with the Dutch people, British people we will see, but other foreign rulers were also there. So how they fight with them, we are going to focus on that thing. Clear? And the colonialism versus the Maratha Empire. Okay. So now we will see the colonialism versus the Maratha Empire. In that we will see the specific thing. Who were, first of all we need to keep in mind, in the last chapter we have understood that that who were the colonizer have made their colonies in India. Okay. So Portuguese, French, Dutch. Okay, Portuguese, French, Dutch, British. All of them came to India as trader. If I talk about the Portuguese, French, Dutch, and British, all of them came to India as trader. If I talk about these four, how they have came? They came to India as trader. Clear? This Portuguese, all the foreign, the Portuguese people, French people, Dutch people, British people, all of them came to India for what? They have came to India as a trader because they want to do a trading. However, however, these people did not stop at that level. In the course of time, they also grabbed the power. Okay. So we are thinking that these people only came for trader. No. Apart from that, they are already invited and they have gained the political power also. Like if I talk about the Britisher came for the trading, but they didn't stop there for doing a business. They have controlled the political power of India also. Okay, and it is often said that they came to India with waving skill, but used swords and ultimately seized the Indian throne. And what it means, this statement is very nice. Like it is said that they came to India for doing a business, but after a period of time, they have used their swords. Like they have give punishment to the uh, colonizer, colonism country. Like British has come for India in the mindset. The British people have come in India and they have thought that we will do a business, but they have seen more opportunity and they have punished them. And after punishing them, they have seized the Indian throne also. Like India, there is kingdoms. They have seized the Indian throne. Okay. The Portuguese were the first to arrive in India. Who were the first people? The Portuguese people were the first who arrive in India. Okay. The Portuguese, if I talk about Portuguese means ancestor of Ronaldo. These people have came in India, arrived in India. Okay. And they were mentioned as Ferengis in the historical document of that period. Okay, they have mentioned as Ferengis in the historical document of that period. Clear? The region under Portuguese rule were mentioned as Ferengan. Okay, so whichever region are there under the Portuguese rule were mentioned as Ferengan. Clear? So first, which countries came in India? The Portuguese people. Okay, and they are also called as the Ferengis. Okay, and whichever countries are coming under the Portuguese, they are called as Ferengan. Clear? Now if I talk about the Portuguese versus Maratha Empire, the Portuguese had their forts at Diudaman, Sanjan, Vasai, and Karanjan, Uran, and Chaul, etc. Okay, Portuguese people have captured which area? Vasai area, as everyone know. Diudaman, which means the mostly, if I talk about the coastal part of the western coastal part, they have captured that mostly. And because of these forts, the region of the Bardes also was well protected. If I talk about the Bardes, means the northern region of Goa was known as Bardes. So Portuguese people have came, they have captured Diudaman, Sanjan, Vasai, Karanjan, Uranchal, etc. Because these forts were the Bardes and was also protected, and they was used, and why they used the Bardes to store the ore ammunition as per. Ammunition means arms and ammunition. Okay, And then Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj first came in contact with the Portuguese when when he established his control on Kalyan and Bhiwandi. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj first came in contact with Portuguese when. So if I talk about when Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had seen first time the Portuguese people. So he has seen first time in the Portuguese people when he established a control on Kalyan and Bhiwandi. When Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had gained control in Kalyan and Bhiwandi. So first time he had seen the Portuguese people, and Portuguese people were alarmed when Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj built a strong Maratha navy. So the Portuguese people were very stressed. They were very alerted when the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj have built a strong navy. I am going to stop over here because already we had learned that the introduction, how the Europeans came, and just now we have seen the Portuguese versus Maratha. The chapter is very big, so slowly we will try and complete this chapter. Okay, so keep in mind, first thing, in in Maratha versus European colonization, the mostly why they had the obviously the foreign countries came in India because they want to do a business. After that they have exploited the India, they have captured the India. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is the one person who had defeated most of the foreigners. Okay, and that's why his name is very popular in the history, and in the when you were in the fourth standard you had studied about it. Okay, so I'm stopping here. Okay.